Hello guys, in this video I'll be sharing my TCS IPA Exam Experience that was held on 19th November 2021. So before getting started, let me tell you the pattern for Java as well as for Python. In Java we have two sections. The first section consists of KYT, BizSkill, Unix and UI. The second section consists of SQL, PL/SQL MCQs, Java programming MCQs and two coding questions. One is simple and another one is complex. It comprises of 100 marks. Coming to Python, the first section consists of KYT, BizSkill, Unix and UI, and the second section consists of MySQL, Python MCQs and two coding questions, which is simple and another one is complex. So as I have said earlier, there are two sections. The section 1, which is KYT. KYT stands for Know Your TCS. BizSkills, which is business skills. Third one is Unix, and the fourth one is UI, user interface. So you will be getting 30 minutes to attend the section 1. So you must attend the section 1 in 30 minutes. Otherwise, the section will be closed. And coming to section 2, it consists of MySQL MCQs for Python and PL/SQL MCQs for Java and programming MCQs respectively, Java or Python, and two coding questions in common. The section 1. Section 1 consists of KYT, BizSkills, Unix and UI. It is one of the easiest section. The questions are directly given from TCS Xplore portal assignments. So the person who has done all the questions that are given in the assignments will be getting full marks in the section. It takes hardly 15 minutes to complete this section. So a person who has completed the assignments will at most take 15 minutes to complete this section, as it is very easy. So assignments from TCS Xplore will give full marks in this section. So this section is very easy and you can score easily. Coming to section 2. Section 2 consists of MySQL or PL/SQL MCQs, which is based on the language chosen, and programming MCQs and two coding questions. This section is of medium difficulty. Why I say it is medium? Because the questions are not given directly from the assignments. You need some practice and you need to know the concept. You need to understand how it is done. So that is why this section is of medium difficulty. You need practice before attempting this section. Here time management is very important because you only get 90 minutes to attempt this section, where you have to do two coding questions and MCQs, MySQL and Python or Java MCQs. As I have already said, MySQL and PL/SQL and program MCQs are not directly given from TCS Xplore assignments. As you can clearly see here, they are not given from TCS Xplore assignments. So you need to keep that in mind and attempt the exam. But the questions are given from the material provided by TCS in the Xplore portal. There is some material provided by TCS Xplore in TCS Xplore portal, where you can access that material and study it. Questions are given from those concepts, so you need to be aware of all of those concepts. Here, practicing is the only key to get good score in this section. So you need to practice different questions from different websites. So this section is of medium difficulty. You need some practice. With practice, you can easily score this exam. So coding questions. So there are two coding questions. First question is a simple question, hardly takes 10 minutes to solve. It could be a palindrome question. It could be you can get asked to find the number of vowels in the given string. Such questions are asked in the simple type of questions. So the first question will hardly take 10 to 15 minutes for an individual normal person to solve that. The second question is OOPS based question, which will take around 20 to 30 minutes to write the code, because the question is based on OOPS. The logic is pretty simple, but to implement that logic, it takes a bit of code. You have to write some lengthy code to implement that logic. So the first question could be done by someone who knows basic problem solving. What I mean by basic problem solving is solving basic problems such as palindrome questions, reversing a number. Such type of questions who can also solve this question as well. Coming to the second question. The second question requires understanding of basic class and object declaration and implementation. You need to know how to implement a class. You need to know their syntaxes. You need to implement it well in the exam. You cannot directly go in the exam and implement there. You need some practice before going there. The logic for the problem is pretty easy. As I've already said, it is very easy, but the logic implementation is lengthy, and making a mistake in this question can cost you a lot of time. In terms of time, it is going to cost you a lot, and once the time is wasted, you cannot get it back, because this is a lengthy question. You need to implement it properly. The overall experience, the exam was of medium difficulty, so I would rate the difficulty out of 10, I would rate 7. So with preparation, it is very easy to crack. It isn't that tough, but time management is very important. When you cannot manage time, you cannot write the exam. These 2 points are very important. Let me tell you this first point. The keyboard at the centers are very hard, which are provided are very hard. It requires you to properly type and press the keyboard keys hard. As I've seen, as I've already written the exam, the keys are very hard. You need to put a lot of effort to type something, so you need to take care of that. You need to keep that in mind and go. And for Python students, this is especially for Python students, if your programming language is Python, then be cautious. The editor doesn't work sometimes. This has happened to me, because I don't know, it's a server problem or some compiler problem, but the editor doesn't work sometimes. It has already happened to my friends as well. You will get indentation problem in the editor, though you have the correct indentation. I don't know, this is some TCS problem, or I don't know if I had made any mistake, but what I had observed is the editor is not good. You need to give manual indentation. It doesn't take automatically. There are some rules to give the indentation. Though you follow the rules, it doesn't work sometimes. So you need to keep that in mind. So be aware of that and attempt your exam. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content, and please share and comment to my video so that it gets more reach and more people can watch this video. Thank you.